Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for combos.
Let's see how long the opponent lets us do cool things.
Triggers. What is happening? Commanders.
In my opinion, the most broken deck you're gonna see.
Monkeys. This is Historic Brawl.
Hello and welcome back to another day in the arena. It's me, it's CGB, and it is time for Historic Brawl Day. And you don't have to do much to get me to play a big flashy mythic creature as my commander in Historic Brawl. I love mono black. If it's mono black, I will battle with it. This is Aclazotz, Deepest Betrayal, the legendary creature Bat God that turns into Temple the Dead. What a cool sounding name. This 4/4 flying lifelink card says that when it attacks, each opponent discards a card. If they can't, you draw. And if they discard a land, you make a bat. And when it dies, be a temple. And then when any player has one or fewer cards in hand, 2 and a black, transform it back into a bat. I love these resilient effects. I also love a few ways to sacrifice or kill it in response so that if the opponent tries to exile it, they don't get the pleasure. But you don't have to build it totally that way. To be totally honest, casting something with commander tax is just a thing that happens in Historic Brawl. Sometimes you do what you gotta do. Instead of building around all the discard synergies, ooh, look, I can play a whole bunch of discard cards. It's like Tiny Bones, but with all, with a different commander. You can do that. I'm going to choose to be mostly mono black, like control, keep the opponent in their place, and then take over the game with 4/4 flying lifelink card advantage on my commander. Because that is, of course, the style of Magic I like to play more. But CGB, if it says bats on it, like make a bat, shouldn't you just play all the cards that say bat and make it a black type of kindred deck, CGB? Shouldn't that be the more flavorful way to make your video? No questions. Let's dive in. Let the Bat God nonsense begin. Late night recording session. Covert Go chill. Cause gotta get all these videos done somehow. Miria. Scholar of Antiquity. Gross. You know what I interact with almost not at all? Artifacts. So we'll have to keep Miria off the field, and this is one of the more dirtily commanders in the game. Every time I make a video with Miria, nobody watches it. Well, not nobody, but way less than normal watch it. It always kind of makes me sad, because this commander is busted, and when the opponent starts their game like that, it seems very busted. I mean, this hand is insane. But they might have trouble getting the mana they need. Right now, they don't have colored mana. I guess they have to dig for it. Iron Crag. We sign in blood to try to hit the black source. Let's Crag. One thing I know, Miria's got to go quick. So let's see if they have the mana to cast her. Her? I think it's her. Oathopter. Gotta crack the desk. Gotta find green or red, which shouldn't be too hard. They probably have plenty of sources in the deck. I will say, this deck is cracked, man. People should play it. It's so good. Yep, there's the land you needed. Alright, big draw step. If we hit a black source, we prank them. Send them to the Stone Age. If we don't, by the time they untap again, they could have cast half their deck. They found the land they needed. Can we find what we need? Rope comes out. I mean, you need your timeouts with this deck. The fact that they are on 0 and already roping means I think they don't get a timeout for this turn sequence. And yeah, they just kind of burn a land there, get nothing. And we prank them. Each player sacrifices 2 creatures. Unclear who the life total thing favors, but with a Necro, probably me. As for discard 2 cards, I like my cards. All right. First Miria moment down. Soft.
Message from CGBHQ.
New playmat! Yes! We have the CovertGoBlue Dinosaur Rider playmat. You can get this sweet playmat and the sweet new token as well in a bundle at coolstuffinc.com/CGB. That's CovertGoBlue HQ. coolstuffinc.com/CGB. Get yours today for the easy price of $19.99.
Sovereign Okinek Aheu. Cats. Something to do with cats. 3/4 Ward 2. My god. How are you supposed to kill this? Each creature you control power greater than that creature's base power. Put a +1/+1 counter equal to the difference. Ugh. Well, I'll keep a hand with Fatal Push, Go for the Throat, and Yahenni's expertise. The Gate of the Black Dragon. It looks like a swamp, but it's a gate. Go blank. All right, draw up to 7. Gotta have land here. Gotta have land here. Oof, oof, oof. That was spooky. Well, let's try to keep it coming. I'm drawing 3 cards just to make sure I hit my next land. There should be one in there. Let's find out. Yep. 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 All right. 3 lands. Maybe even one more than I needed. So we're on the play. Our opponent's going to play a bunch of creatures. I mean, go blank's not great. Immortal Sun might be important. We have no other ways to deal with a Planeswalker. Raven Man, probably too slow. And that means this swamp can go? Nah, just these 2. This is fine. Let's settle into our defensive position. I would have loved to keep the Raven Man or the Go Blank to go with the Henny's expertise. Ah! Really? Well, the good news is we get to do this and we get our draw step back. Black Market Connection, lovely. We could do this in Black Market. We have 2 cards coming on end step? Yeah, what the heck. Not the finest use of the expertise that I envisioned when I kept this hand, but my goodness. Hard to deny the value. The treasure tokens are awesome with Fatal Push to take out their commander. Mentor and Scourge. Okay. Seems like good prank territory for sure. See if we can get them all the way down to 0 cards in hand. Nope, we miss. Oh well. Discard 2, sack 2. So we know they have like all creatures in hand. Or they're all land. Guess I forgot about that. 27-13. They play a Boseiju. Okay. They still have 2 mana open. It feels like that's intentional. They also transform this into the equipment. Let's slow the roll here a little. Something's up. Something's up. Revolt triggered. Target. Resolve. Pay. And I still don't know what's up, but I'll play my bat. God, online. Why does it make a squeaky noise like a mouse? Ah, Kodama, hook up the equipment. That'll have to die. We're gaining life now. We don't have to be a coward anymore. Draw a card because they have no cards in hand. They have reach. Oh yeah, forgot about reach. Reach is sneaky, okay? Everything with its sneaky reach. Now I didn't gain life. Smooth. Magic is easy. Yeah, languish. Good against that commander. Sun? Sun. Trigger, discard. It's Veil of Summer. They're gonna miss that. Hit. Languish. Brutal. Don't need more cards. Doing pretty good on Phyrexian Arenas over here. AGG. Life. I can't end this anytime soon, so it's all about how long they want to hang out and show me their emotes.
Address me as Queen of the Dead, please.
Fun. Can't actually use Waker of the Dead because of the Immortal Sun, so this is fine. I mean, I don't know how much more they want me to do. It's kind of a sweet activated ability there under the Soul Cauldron. We're going so hard. Look at the lands. Minas Tirith. I mean, I have treasures. I can also just do this and go indestructible. I mean, their tolerance for pain is impressive. I would be long gone. Like, not really a question. All right, can I just get to the attack here? I guess they could have something settle the wreckage. I have to. I'm not doing my due diligence if I'm not doing this. Checking for settle. Aha! Immortal Sun, so...
During my travels. Let me show you.
Funny. Well, can't say they didn't let me play the cards. I don't know this for sure. I'm starting to create a theory around the matchmaker for Historic Brawl that says that your new commanders are very likely to play like other new commanders. I feel like I get matched against other Ixalan commanders more often. Not this time. We're up against the Dragon's Lash, but that's a keep. Removal, black market. Take over the game. Opponent's definitely going to have a lot of haste creatures. That I'm sure of. Oh, well, there goes black market. Unless they hate my removal spells more. Nah, they picked the right card. Now they have to navigate the removal. And something, when you know what removal spells they have, you try to get them to cast them the way you want them to cast. So that is a 1/3 and it is 3 mana. So you have to assume that they want you to cast Heartless Act here, kinda. I mean, sacrifice at the beginning of the next end step is fine. But I don't want to use the Heartless Act here. I want to use the Nightmare. Blot out. So if I use the Nightmare here, they get an attack in with the Dragon's Lash, but then I untap and remove it. And I get to hit their hand. Ooh, it's a tapped land. I bet they're feeling that. Ooh, some moot, but that gets a hit and a card. That's gotta be one of the better cards in their deck, too. Alright, let's get in their hand and see what we see. Can they deal with Aclazotz? We see a burn down the house, it's gone. Actually, they're not good at getting in against Aclazotz. I smell weakness. Let's cast it. They could play the Pathway and the Froghemoth, but I would trade with Froghemoth. Then next turn, this goes off, exiling their graveyard, gives us a Revolt so we can push some moot. The Mayhem Devil synergy with the treasures, otherwise everything has haste, makes sense. Always decline this if you want your land, which I very much do. Ooh, Immortal Sun. That's so good. Alright, Revolt triggered. Kill this. I'm gonna get the Sun down. The opponent will get a punch in with all their hasty stuff. But if we untap with Immortal Sun, I think that's worth it. Because we have to start drawing into more removal to keep up with them. They right now have more creatures available than we have removal. Especially when you count the Den of the Bugbear. Butcher. Ouch. What else? Scoundrel. Interesting. Discard draw on Ruby. Wow. Digging for removal for the Sun, I'm guessing. Liliana's Triumph. If I cast this, I bet they'll sack the Scoundrel, which lets me blot out the Butcher so they don't get the trigger. And then we get to transform. Because we got down to 1 card in hand, and now they have to concern themselves with a 5/5 flying lifelink. Forge. Not too worried about the Forge right now. It's pretty good with the Mayhem Devil, but we'll Heartless Act that Mayhem Devil. Two beautiful cards. Scoop it up. They know they're going to get outground and beat down by a big old flying bat. Opponent goes first. They are Rocco. I don't know if I have enough removal in this hand. Rocco sometimes has a ton of creatures. But one thing about Rocco is they feed you into removal by, cooking up some food. Cold Steel Heart. No creatures yet, so Liliana's Triumph looking good. Could get the Soul Cauldron down. Without a target, I don't like that. I think that the Triumph will happen. But no, the opponent taking their time. They already played a land, so they actually miss out on this value. What you got in there? Ooh, key. Get that key out of here. Too powerful. So they have March of Reckless Joy. Another impulsy effect. They have Solemn and they have Kodama. Hitting them with Triumph on the Solemn is pretty sad, but might be what we have to do. And we don't want to, since we have run a lot of sacrifice effects, we don't want to fall behind. Let's give him the Connoisseur. Might get the Kodama, unless they drew something even better. Nope, it got the Kodama. Hopefully we're setting up for a really good prank here. Alright, 2 creatures. Food comes in, counter goes there, temple, scry it up. And exiling, ooh, escape to the wilds, that's really good. Oh, that makes me scared. I really want to play this Phyrexian Arena too. But the odds that the opponent will still have cards when all this is done are a bit too high. Oh, this is bad. Escape to the Wilds is so much value. Like, do I need an arena to keep up with it? There's a good chance they just remove it anyway. Ugh. I just don't know if this prank is going to hit after this escape hits. It's so much. It's a really tough spot. Like, how am I going to keep up with that escape? I'm going to have a good amount of mana. But if I don't have the arena, can I keep up with it? They might remove the arena anyway. Feels bad, man. We got an Elish Norn, though. There is that. Yeah, we knew they'd do that. It's too good not to. Kindling, Settle, Teething Wormlet. We are reliant on the bat. That was a land from hand. Weird. Okay, 1 card in hand. It is an 8 mana card. What the heck does that mean? What 8 mana card do you run? I guess I'll get out the Raven Man too, although I have a feeling it'll get kindled. Maybe I'm not supposed to play it there. Just wrecked. Absolutely destroyed in this game. Yeah, should have held back the Raven Man. It could still have an important role to play here as Death Touch. Alright, big top decks. Grasp. Invoke Despair. No wow. Attack first, I think. Bat acquired. That's nice. Invoke ya. What a huge draw. But they still have an 8 mana card in their hand. It sure would have been nice to draw a discard effect just now. Alright, do they run Crater Hoof? That's the question I'm asking. Let's hold this. We might want to discard it to the blood. Yeah, I bet it's Crater Hoof. Well, we're gonna make it really hard for them to keep Craterhoof in hand. A braid. And a whole pile of food. Yeah, whatever their 8-drop is, they're going to lose it here to the attack of the bat. Unless they hit a removal here. Or one Naya. Like swords. Invasion of Ixalan. Ooh. Liliana. First things first. See if we can do better. We cannot do better. Discard the card. It is Craterhoof. I was right.
I have the right to
Take out Rocco again.
Don't you just love the smell of death?
Man. Man, oh man. We might claw our way out. Rocco back. Invasion of Ixalan. Look at your top 5. You may reveal a permanent. Put it into your hand. They got a Clarion Spirit. It's a good one. When you cast your second spell, you get stuff. They get a land, we get a Bank Buster. So their hand is empty. Mine isn't. We can get rid of that Clarion Spirit, though. This is in exile. All right, empty-handed. Let's hit for some life. Now we get to give them a +1/+1 counter. Makes me a little nervous. But I get to draw. Maybe hit a removal. Inquisition. Okay. We got him at 7. This is a 4/3. Whenever you cast a spell, it gains indestructible until end of turn. Wow. Okay. I think they'll go after Liliana, but we'll see. We got all this mana, all this food. It's going to be hard to kill him. Ocelith, okay. Well, they can make Rocco huge. Very huge. Let's see what else they can hit right off the top. They hit a Signet. They can make that Samurai huge. Yeah, things are getting a little crazy now. They always go for the Planeswalker, right?
Let's never cross paths again.
And then end step. Rocco time. Shadow's Verdict. Wow. That is what we call a hit. Attack first. Any reason not to? Okay, don't play that Liliana before you play the Verdict. Down to 3. Big mana. Get that at exile. No, don't get too excited. There's still so much food. Let's draw.
This is my home, and I don't appreciate it when people touch my
The Plunder? There's nothing in their hand, so we'd be getting something from them. May as well, I guess.
Don't overthink things.
What you got? Something from your deck. Make it count. That's pretty good. Soul Partition is... If I got to pick one, that would be on my list, I bet. Now we're in the eat all this food part of the show. Where's my Karn when I need it? Oh, look who's back. Rocco. Of the Endless Kitchen. So this is odd, this is odd. This is even. Going to end step. Exile card, land to Libation. No enchantment over there. First things first, let's take out the castle. Get some mana off their battlefield. And that raises our swamp count for the stronghold. Let's attack, get our card. Cut down, beautiful. Let's make all this mana. Draw. Cut down the Fireweaver. Oh, we're back on the food eating party. Libation, sacrifice a creature. You only got one. How much is that going to cost to cast? $1 billion. Plus, maybe if Lily ultimates, we can make them choose between their food and everything else. Scoop it up. You're getting nowhere. I've got this. And we are back for the post-game wraps and the little wrap-up tale at the end of the video. And you know what? You're not having deja vu. You've probably heard this before if you watch every single day. It's that time again. Covert Go Travel. This one is a personal vacation. The only personal vacation. No work vacation that I've had this year. So I'm going to be gone for a considerable amount of time, probably back in the studio recording on December 7th. So I'm out of here for a while. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody who celebrates that particular holiday. And I hope the rest of you have a really good time in the Lost Caverns of Ixalan. As usual, I'm going to hustle to record videos ahead of time. I am very nervous. I don't know if this time I will get enough done. I've said it before. This is going to be the biggest test I've had. I need to do over 20 videos in 2 days. It's fine. This is fine. I'm totally fine. As always, I do it because I love it and because I know that somewhere out there is somebody whose day is a little bit brighter because they got a video from the one in Best of One. So the best thing you can do for me is enjoy the videos, leave a like, leave a comment, and share with a friend. Let them know that, I don't know, what would you let them know about this channel? Hi, do you like Magic? He plays a lot of Standard and he makes fun of his viewers in the intro and he doesn't take questions. And yeah, anyway, come up with something to say. I don't really know. Tell your friends about it. Some people watch me just to hate on me. It's fine. Let's go. I'll take your ad rev. It's good. But here in this particular outro, the thing I always want to let you know is, number one, yes, videos are shorter. It will not always be this way. It's a symptom of recording all this stuff in advance. Number two, you're cool.